channel membership, me and you. Networking, building hand in hand, giving support across the land.
Team Build with Geo, we rise above to monetize and stay monetized. It's the reaching all moments on live streams we share. Collaborate, support, showing how much we care.
For those who wander, lose their way, the jackhole's waiting, come what may. But loyal and united, we stand as one. Team Build with Geo, our work is never done.
Team Build with Geo, we rise above to monetize and stay monetized. Inspirational moments on live streams we share. Collaborate, support, showing how much we care.
Well, hello there, everybody out there on these YouTube streets. I am Geo, and I am the content creator for Team Build with Geo. I'm the content creator for Boss Life Online and Friends with Super Channels and Geo's Blogs. Okay, now let's get down to business here at Team Build with Geo. We build teams here for whatever we need at YouTube, on these YouTube streets. Our main thing that we do is that we play each other's playlists to help one another get monetized or get a second channel monetized, or, you know, whatever it is that you need. And we try our best to do everything that we say we're going to do. Actually, we don't try, we do it. Okay, so that is what Team Build with Geo is all about. You have to be a channel member to get in on this, because when it was free, child, okay, I had some people up in here that would not do right for the life of me. So I just took a member, and if people really, really want to do the right thing and they got to pay for it, they will do the right thing. And I wanted people that was on the same page as everybody. We all have rules. If when you have a team, you have to have some rules, because if you don't, everybody will be everywhere. Okay, so let me go to the chat and see who's all in here. This is an open panel for our channel members. If you're not a channel member, you can ask questions in the live stream. So let me see who's all here. We have Stephanie 57 Journey is here. Hey, Vision of Love 6495. Thank you so much for being here. We have who else? Pandy. Hey, Pandy, what's up? I'm going to drop the link, and we're going to just talk about something that I've been thinking about, actually, on that last video that I did. So let me drop the invite link. You have to be a channel member to come up and speak, okay? Okay, there's the invite link. So if you guys would come up, and we can just get the party started on whatever it is we're going to talk about. I know what I want to talk about. I want to talk about when we first got here at YouTube, and how, you know, what we were doing and why we were doing it, and how we were into what we were doing. And then what happened after we got what we wanted. What happened, okay? And that's going to bring out a lot of things for new people to understand what to do and what not to do. Let's see if anybody is coming up. Well, y'all, come on up here, Pandy, and you don't have to be on camera if you don't want to. So that's what we're going to talk about. Hey, Nancy, what is up? Thank you so much for being here. We're going to be talking about what happened, how we first got to YouTube, and when we decided that we was going to get monetized. How did we do it? How did we stay encouraged? And then once we got what we wanted, what happened? Okay, that is a topic for tonight, or whatever you want to talk about. Okay, so Pandy is in the building. There she go. Oh no, that's Stephanie.
Hey,
I thought it was Pandy. Because Pandy is just telling me she's been a member for, golly, I think that's like 4 years, isn't it? Oh my God. Okay, so the link has been dropped, Nancy, if you want to come up too. And Pandy, I'm going to take it back to the back because, I'm so bad with not checking. But anyway, let me just say this about Geo. And I can only speak for myself. When I first came to YouTube, I didn't know nothing. Okay? I came over here because I had my own business, and I still do, in the affiliate world. And we had to have somewhere to have training videos. Okay? So that's why I came to YouTube, open up, and my channel name was my name, Geo Monroe. And I had started putting up training videos for the people that were using my website, because they kept saying that they don't understand this and they don't understand that. I'm like, come on. So, but what taught me to be a better leader. That's what it taught me. Okay. And so once I came over here and I figured out how to put up videos and stuff, I did. And then about maybe 3 months later, I got a strike, another strike. Then they wouldn't let me upload. But I wasn't monetized. I wasn't even monetized. Okay. And so they told me I could not put that kind of stuff up. And what it was about CBD oil. And back in the day, people thought it was marijuana. And I'm like, ain't no, but it had a little bit of THC in it. So YouTube this was back in 2019, okay? So YouTube did not want that on their channel. So I had to wait 90 days before I could upload any more training videos. So I explained that to my people. They were okay. And I would just make them on my own and email them. I didn't have to, come to YouTube. I was a smart chick. I said, it's got to be another way. So once I got YouTube back and I could upload, I started going to the family channels, and I ran into Nikki and Nikki and whenever Nikki and that other husband was together. Jamie and Nikki, that was the first one I watched. And I loved them. I loved they song they had and all of this stuff. And then I found Gay Babe TV and a couple of more. So I would just upload my training videos. And if I had time, I would go watch their videos. And then one day I clicked on the wrong thing, thinking I was going over to Gay Babe TV. And it was Jamaica Girl 123. Remember her? I don't know if you remember her, Stephanie. And so she was talking about money. Now that's my language. Okay. I say, you can make money. Oh, here's Pandy. Hold up. Let me put her up here. I say, you can make money from YouTube. I said, let me listen to this girl. I didn't know a thing but how to upload. And so once I started listening to her, and she was talking about the community tab, and then she was talking, the YouTube studio is what she said, to go back there and look up the community guidelines and all of this. I don't know nothing about no community guidelines. So I asked her a question. What do you need to get monetized? She said 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. I said, now after that, I can make money. She said, yeah, it depends on, you have to be consistent and everything. She said, but it'll take you probably a year to get monetized. I said, ain't nobody got time to be up here. That's what I was saying to myself. I said, y'all might have to do it in a year, but Geo ain't. That's too long. And plus, I had my other business to run. So I changed my channel name to Boss Life Online, right? And then she said in her live, she put up a lot of people's names to go and get subscribers from and what time they go live. And I was up at 5 o'clock in the morning going to all of these lives. I got my 1,000 probably in 2 months.
Wow.
That's how gung-ho I was. Cause see, I needed to make money. Okay, because see, this light bill down here in Texas ain't no joke. Okay, and I'm pretty sure in the winter up where y'all live up there in the north ain't no joke.
And neither is that gas bill.
Yeah, and so I was just gung-ho. So what happened was, because I was just that gung-ho, I met a bunch of people. Mm-hmm. And I'm not talking about people that just sub you and you never see them again. I'm talking about people that actually knew how to get monetized and everything. So once, and then I would go to everybody, then everybody would come back to me. Then on Boss Life Online, I started this little group. Since every time I went live, because they told me I had to go live at least 3-4 times a week, I was doing 5. Okay? And so, and the same people would come to me every time because, I'm a talker and I'm going to say what it is I need to say, and I'm going to entertain your butt. Okay? So people stuck around. Now, what happened after that was I got monetized in 4 months. 4 months. You know why? Because I'm a leader and I tell you what to do. Okay? I was telling them, go play my playlist. And then inside of the live, I organized a group. I said, now you play her, or you play her. I just did that because that is what I did with my other, in the affiliate world. Okay? So that is how I got monetized really fast. And I'm like, well, look, if these people gonna listen to me to do this, why don't I just open up a whole nother channel, talk about it with Marlene and the Lord, and then see what it is. Then I started not to do it because the people that's in my affiliate world, they all got different personalities, and people are hard to deal with at times. And I didn't know if I really wanted to do it. I called Marlene and she said, girl, you better do that. Don't you know God then downloaded that in your mind? And I said, okay. So I opened up Team Build with Geo. I told all of my people that helped me get monetized to come over there, and we gonna play. I'm gonna have a bunch of people, and we was gonna, you could play 5 and 6 and 7, 8 people at a time if you wanted to. So people did it, and I was just shocked. But then too, like I said, we had people in there that was cheaters. Yeah, okay, I had to get rid of them. That's how come. And when I went member, that's who left them. Okay, but that is why I have so many channels. 3 of them is monetized. I'm working on number 4 and 5. And the only reason I have that many channels monetized is because of Team Build with Geo. Okay, but right after I got monetized, I got lazy. I didn't go live as much. I didn't put up that many videos. I stopped kind of going to some people. I went to the people I really liked. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have that gung ho spirit because I was tired. You know. But what happened was I started losing watch hours. Right? I mean, a month later, I was losing watch. And I'm like, why am I losing watch hours? Well, you have to be in Team Bill with Geo to know the rest of the story. All right, come on, Stephanie.
What we talk? What am I supposed to talk about?
We talk about when we first came and how gung ho we was. After we got what we wanted, what happened?
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I started my channel like back in 2013. And I only put up like about 5 or 6 videos, and I started it because I wanted somewhere to talk about what was going on with me as far as when my mom passed away. And
Yeah.
so I put up like 6 videos. Them videos looked horrible, but you know what? They still on my channel because I got a few people was watching them. So I got watch hours from them and I ain't taking them down. And so I got off. And then I started watching YouTube and say about 2016 or something like that. And I started watching and I'm like, well, shoot, I got a channel. I just was, I was watching people all the time. And I said, still got that channel. I should just use my channel. And I don't know what was my first video that I end up putting up. I end up watching the mukbang community. And I think that's what I started doing. I started doing mukbangs. But so it was growing slow. And I remember I didn't talk to her. I would listen to B Love. And she told us what to do. She was like, sometimes she would sit up at night, all night. She would not go to bed until she had 30 subscribers. No matter what she had to do, every night she would not go to bed until she had her 30 subscribers. She said that's how she started. And so I started doing that, but it was like, hey. So what you find people like that had a low channel, the channels like with under 1,000 subscribers, and that's how she did. That's what she told us. And I did that, and my channel started growing, but it was growing, but it was like growing real slow, and I still wasn't getting no views. But it wasn't until I met I seen Carter one day. I seen her one day. She was in her living room. It was like around 2018, 2017. Yeah. I saw her and I was watching her videos and I was like, well, she seemed like she around the same age as I am. Well, I'm like 10 years older than her. I didn't know it then. But, and I ended up getting into her community. And once I came to her channel, and she started like just telling people to, subscribe to Stephanie. And then when I was on there a couple of times, she was talking to me like she knew me forever. So it was like it was a really good feeling. I felt like all the people in there was like around my age, or we was in that same age bracket, and
Right.
And we was, some of us was doing some of the same things, and some of them was doing some different things, and it kind of made me feel comfortable too, because it made me see that I just don't have to do mukbangs in order to stay relevant, or whatever. So, and I forgot when I met you. I don't know if I met you through Carter or somebody.
Carter East used to give me a lot of praise for Team Bill.
Yeah, it might have been Carter.
Mm-hmm.
But because I know somebody told me about your channel. Mm-hmm. And I went a couple of times. I'm the type of person where I watch first. I don't just jump in. I watch. I gotta see what's going on first. Gotta see what's going on. And then so I was listening to you, and you were saying something about you got to go live. And Carter and them was talking about you got to go live, and I wasn't going live yet. and I was just doing videos. That's why I have a lot of videos on my channel, because I was just doing videos. And they was like, you was the one that said, if you want to go live, if you want to get monetized quickly, then you are going to have to do lives. Because I think I might have been like about at 1,500 watch hours, and I didn't even know it. I didn't even know that I was at that many watch hours, but I had been, putting up videos consistently for almost 2 years.
Yeah.
I think maybe about 2 years. So I was building up watch hours, but it was like I really wasn't pushing. I was like, I wanted to get monetized, but it wasn't like, I like how you said, I ain't getting ready to take that long, but because I was taking my time. But then when I started listening to all of y'all, and I started hearing y'all talking about how y'all getting revenue and all the rest of that, and I was like, well, let me see what I got to do to get my channel monetized, because I need a check too. All money, green money, shoot, it's spin. So I said, shoot, let me go live. I went live for the first time on, I forgot what year that was, like 2019, on Thanksgiving morning. I was cooking Thanksgiving in my kitchen, and I said, I'm just going to go live while I'm cooking. And I met Joy that morning. And that's the day I found out that it's a lot of people that don't celebrate the holidays, and they don't have people to celebrate with them. So, but they are on YouTube, and they be looking for people that they can, just conversate with or just be in their live. And I ended up having, I don't remember how many people was in that live, but I think I ended up staying live about 3 hours that morning, just cooking, talking. That's when me and Joy we really connected. She had connected me with some other people. So, and then she was connected with Carter. I think either she was connected with Carter or I introduced her to Carter. So we all just my group, my tribe, my community of people, right, that I'm still with right now. I ended up growing. I ended up starting to get more people watching my videos. I started going live, like you said, and like Carter said, I started going live more. I started coming into. I remember I came into your team build. I came in there to do the get the playlist, and it was a lot of people in there at that time, and it was so hard to keep up. I'm like, I'm dyslexic. I mean, not dyslexic, but ADHD. So I'm all over the place. Like, what the world? The chat was moving so fast. I'm like, I don't even move that fast. But you was doing a good job keeping us on track and telling us, like, such and such asked you this and such asked you that. So, but we had to keep up with that chat. But so I ended up staying with you and getting my watch time hours. I did what y'all told me to do. I started going live. Joy was the one, she like the YouTube cheerleader. Vern, I remember Vern. Vern, when I say a YouTube cheerleader, Vern put me in mind of that. Mm-hmm. But Joy, when I went live in the morning, it's like, Joy, I'm working. She wouldn't let me get off. Like, sis, I'm working. But I ended up going live, like you said, Monday through Friday, every day. And because I started getting so comfortable, I started going live on the weekend. On the weekends every now, not all the time, but when I wanted to. Like if I was out shopping, and sometimes I would like drive and be on there. I'm like, why do I do that? That's dangerous. But anyway, I got that from LSP, because LSP, that's what happened. I would go on LSP's live every morning, and LSP was the one that told me, you need to go live after I close, because Carter was the one that said, "Don't never close your live if you still got 8 or 9 people in there. You stay live until they gone, or once somebody else go live so people can go
Set 'em
over."
up, yeah.
Yep. And so on during the week, even though I was here working with the kids, we was live hopping. LSP, then I went live. Whoever Carter went live and whoever else went live, and then in the evening we was doing that, like whoever was going live, and it was a lot of people and they didn't want to shut down their live, like, can somebody come get y'all company so they can come to your house? So
Right. So you have to find your tribe.
yes,
You have to find people that you gel with. Just, I met a lot of people on YouTube, but that don't mean I gel with everybody.
not everybody.
And, there are a few that I gel with, and we still are friends. Whereas I've seen other people that fell out and made videos about one another. But would you tell us what happened once you got monetized?
Oh yeah. Okay. So when I got monetized, I thought that I could like you said, like slow down a little bit. No, not at first. I kept going. I just kept going. I kept going. And because I was excited about it, I was there. I wanted my check to grow. And I was like, why is everybody getting $200 and $300 check? I was only getting like $100 check. And at first it wasn't, it was like, well, I want a couple $100 too. But anyway, so but I kept doing what I needed to do to keep my little $100, because that's spend more money, green money. And eventually I got tired. I felt like I was just wanting to slow down. And I slowed down a little bit, but I kept going. But I didn't know about the hours, what was going on. But one year, I don't know what it was like. I can't even remember what year it was. It was during COVID. I just took a hiatus. I stopped putting up videos. I was just going to take a break. And I took a break, and then I came back, and and for like almost within that year, then I stopped. Within that year, I still got maybe about three or 4 checks, because I had generated so many videos that people were still watching my videos. And I got some that got really, really high numbers. And those are the mukbangs. Those right there, those high numbers, people were still watching them because people still do mukbangs. But after, like I told, I just, and then I didn't go back. They were sending me emails. But I didn't respond in time. And then I got demonetized. And so now I'm working my way back in the trenches.
Okay, so for that, I just need to say, if you're going to be away from YouTube for 6 months or more, make sure that you space out some shorts once a week. I'm telling y'all, you can schedule them. Okay, you can schedule on your community post, as long as you're active on your site, and they will not demonetize you. But if you're not active within 6 months to a year, it is up to them to make that decision that to take away your monetization. So now it is for Pandy to tell us how gung ho she was when she first came to YouTube, how me and her met, because it was a mess.
Oh my God.
And how we became good friends and how we both got demonetized.
Yeah. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, because I'm on my phone and I don't think I've ever hit a link on my phone like this, but because I'm not dressed, I do apologize. Otherwise, I would be on camera. I done just got out the shower and put pajamas on and everything. I wasn't feeling good today at work, so I came home early to lay down. But anyway, I'm here to support and be a part of the conversation. So good evening to you, Gio. Good evening to you, Stephanie, and salute to everybody in the chat. because I'm on the phone. I can't see everybody, but when I drop down, y'all know I'm gonna cut up and be the angel that I am in the chat with y'all. But I like this conversation because I really don't think that a lot of people know this about me. I started my YouTube channel by happenstance. I never set out with a clear intention like, oh, I'm going to become a content creator and I'm going to create YouTube videos. That was never my intention. I literally used to just be an avid watcher of YouTube. And so in 2015, I would say my last two of the three kids were both in high school. So, I'm working, I'm a wife, I got the kids at the house. I'm just kind of watching videos. Now, keep in mind, I'm also a former licensed hairdresser, a former beauty salon owner who have been transitioning to natural. And I knew all about chemical treated hair because I used to do hair. But the whole natural hair thing was new to me. So I would watch YouTube videos just to kind of get an idea for what I was doing right and what I was doing wrong, that kind of thing. So I was doing a lot of watching videos. And that's kind of when the light bulb came on for me that, a lot of the ladies that I would be watching would talk about how their revenue was changing. I noticed that their backgrounds was getting flashier. They was talking about their checks and things they was making. And I was like, hold up. You mean to tell me I could be like documenting this and really like start making me a little side hustle? So that was when the light bulb came on for me. But because I'm a little all over the place at times, I didn't really tap into it. I didn't take it too seriously. So I would say by 2017, 2018, I revisited it. And because the two kids were they were getting ready to graduate from high school and be out of the house, I was now this empty nester. It's just me and my husband. I had a lot of free time on my hands, too much free time. And so I started recording the videos. I started learning about protection styles and going to wigs. Keep in mind, I never was a wig wearer. So I started playing around with the wigs, watching the different wig girls, the beauty content. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to order this wig because she got a kind of chubby round face like me. And I'm going to see how it do, and I'm going to record it. And like Stephanie said, them videos are still on my channel, and they are horrible. Honey, the video quality is poor, but guess what? Those are some of my highest viewed videos, all up into the 13,000 views, 15,000 views, on a low end, 2,000 views. You know what I'm saying? And I used to get a lot of comments and people asking for feedback, but I still didn't know the treasure that I was sitting on as far as a content creator. I just thought, oh, I'm a housewife, I'm an empty nester, I'm recording my opinion of how this wig looks, or I'm talking about these different products. So I think 1 year, I would say 2018, 2019, me and my homegirl who used to be on here, she's no longer on here, we were both kind of just floating around to the different chats. And I know she told me about Carter's Eats. And she and I both were in, at the time, it was Chef Pam. But I think she goes by a different channel name now. But they were kind of both, in our opinion, or in my opinion, like growth channels, right? They would talk to us about how to grow your small YouTube channel. They would raid. Like, we were like, what is a raid? Oh, a raid is when this one will end their live, then we all go over to the other one and raid them. So it was just like a whole fun learning process. And once we got involved with them, we started meeting. I ran into you, Jill. I ran into Carter's. I ran into Stephanie's. Excuse me, LSP, Marlene. Just so many people. There were just so many channels that were willing to kind of like help you grow. But it was like that microwave. Hey, we're going to get you in here. We're going to get you some subscribers, but then you're on your own. So it was like you were getting that help, but you had to know a little something about content creation if you was going to maintain it. And that for me, looking back, is where I lacked. I just said, okay, I'm gonna keep this going. And what I did do is I kept the wig and beauty content going, but I also, in my spare time, would review different TV shows and things that I was watching. And I have to mention that because I thought my beauty reviews and unboxings and that type of thing would take off, but the TV show reviews and movie reviews was my highest viewed content, and I was just so blown away by that. I would review shows like Power, Empire, all the Tyler Perry shows, Ivana, Fix My Life, baby. Them views is almost 20,000.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know now what I didn't know then is that that's what my audience liked. They loved the animated way that I would break down the recaps of the stories that I was watching. Plus, I kind of got creative and would put different graphics up of the different shows that I would be talking about. So I learned from watching TV show reviews that's what you needed to do in order to maintain it. I would say about 8 months down the road, Chef Pam kept getting on me like, Pandy, you got to go live. Keep in mind, I had never done a live video. I wasn't interested in doing a live. I didn't want to be on camera. My video quality sucked. I just didn't have desire. I was like, no, I'm going to keep uploading my videos and that's it. You know, that's what the people want. But she was like, if you want to get monetized, this is what you got to do. So I would say I started listening, and at the time, one of our vehicles was broken. So my husband used to drop me off to work before he went to work. So it would cause me to be at work almost an hour before I had to clock in. So I would sit in the cafeteria at the hospital and go live and chit chat with the people as I'm eating breakfast. And that's kind of where I started getting a grasp of, okay, this is the major engagement piece. Yes, the people are tuning in for your uploads, but this is like an exclusive time to engage with your audience, kind of chit chat, get to know them, let them get to know you, and you just kind of vibe and figure out who your tribe is, right? So that's what I did. And I would say 8 months down the road, I got monetized. I thought I was on cloud nine, honey, because them checks was like $300 and $400. I would say, again, being uneducated and getting caught up in that fast, rapid growth, I fell back. I was like, oh, okay, I'm monetized now. I ain't got to really do all that no more. Big no-no. Okay, big no-no. Because I started watching my watch time hours. I started trying to educate myself more. And every time I would take a glance, my watch time was always well over 4,000 hours. But another thing that I didn't know then that I know now, YouTube is constantly evolving and updating. And you never know when you're going to be caught up as a result. So, I say all that to say this. I got caught up in one of those updates with reused and repurposed content, which ultimately did cause me to lose my monetization. So I am like Stephanie working my way back. You know, I went and pulled stuff that I had used. There were different like clips and videos that I would pull over from Instagram or TikTok. And I'm thinking nothing of it because I'm putting my image on it. I'm putting my wording and trying to make it my own and trying to customize it, thinking that that's enough alteration. But baby, YouTube guys was like, no, that's reused. So, you know, I had to learn the hard way. And I can look at it now and laugh about it, but I was so hurt. Because honey, I was monetized. I had almost 2,000 or 3,000 subscribers. I had like 35 members. You know, I had my other businesses, my home-based businesses tied to my monetization. My Amazon storefront, my home-based businesses, just different things. So it was a trickle-down effect, but it was a really eye-opening effect. And I'm glad we're having this conversation because somebody else might be sitting out there just getting started that don't know these are all things that you need to take into consideration. If you are newly monetized or if you've been monetized for a minute, be aware YouTube is constantly updating, and sometimes those updates can catch you up in a way that you didn't anticipate, and you be sitting around here like me and Stephanie. Now, going back, let that be the reason I'm learning, honey. I don't do nothing that ain't above board. I don't even curse on my channel, and it ain't because I can't curse, because I curse with the vessel, but because I love the Lord and I'm allowing Him to use me. Okay, we want to keep this PG and family friendly. Okay, so I'm thinking about things. These are certain criteria that YouTube's advertisers don't want to put their name and their brand on as far as monetization. So I'm trying to make sure I do things the right way. Let them use me, baby, for real. And then just doing things right. And plus, I want to put out something that I'm not going to be ashamed of if an elderly family member was to see it, or if a church member was to see it, or somebody that I work with. You know what I'm saying? So I try to keep it above board. And it's a constant learning situation day to day. I like to feel like I am at the top of my craft, but the algorithm is very specific. And oftentimes we make the mistakes of putting out what we want to see without taking into consideration what does the algorithm say our audience wants to see. And once you tap into that, that's when you start really hitting and winning. So I'm kind of in that in-between stage, and I'm not mad about it. I'm actually blessed. I'm grateful for all the ups and the downs, because, I mean, I could have got demonetized when I was at 10K subscribers. I'm glad it happened when I was smaller. I'm growing. I'm slowly working my way back to where I need to be. And I also am realistic about the fact that I cannot dedicate the amount of time that would really just take me there, quickly. So I'm slowly but surely getting there, and I'll be back there soon enough. But to tap back into what Gio said, when I met Gio, it was 2019, and some kind of way, you know how the YouTube will recommend in your feed. I kept seeing these things coming down the pipe talking about playlists. And I'm telling you, I was so green to YouTube, I didn't even know how to create a playlist. I was just uploading videos. I didn't even barely know how I was doing it. I was just green. So I went into one of the live chats. I communicated with the people, and like Stephanie said, it was so many people because at that time, it wasn't members only. So we had all these random folks up in there. Folks that say they was going to do this, say they was going to do that, wasn't bit more going to run your playlist, honey. And here I come, being all legitimate and thinking everybody's legitimate with me. I'm running all these playlists on all devices. And I'm wondering why my hours ain't going up. In some kind of way, somebody had approached me, I think either by email or Facebook or something, complaining about I didn't come back with the proof that I played them. And I'm like, I never agreed to work with you. Like, and this person tried to argue me down and was getting real sassy with me. And I'm like, girl, bye. Because I'm trying to let the Lord use me. Okay? I ain't trying to just curse you out. So the person must have ended up going to Gio. Gio approaches me, and I'm like, who is this woman? I'm like, who is this woman, and why is she now approaching me about this chick? I done already told this person I ain't the one. I didn't agree with you. I don't know why you contacted me. And honey, I must have got sassy with Gio, and Gio got sassy back with me, honey. And I was like, oh, this lady ain't playing with me. This lady ain't finna let me play with her. And I immediately gained a newfound respect for her. And I was so glad that it didn't go far left. I was able to self-correct. If I didn't self-correct, she was right there to get me correct. And then we was able to move on and talk about it and laugh about it. And that was in 2019. And here we are in 2025. That's why I wanted to share my membership milestone, 58 months. Yes. That is 2 months from 5 years. that I
Yeah.
have been rocking with Geo, supporting Geo, telling my family members about her, telling all content creators that I know. There's so many people that I have brought over here that I see still supporting and rocking as team builders. And a lot of them have taken off and blew up way bigger than me. And guess what? I am proud of that because I know that what Geo offers over here is a winning recipe for success if you take it and you apply it the right way. And that's not going to be a, cookie, what do they call it? A cookie cutter thing for everybody. It's going to be different for everybody, depending on what type of content you have, what you present on your channel, how you deliver, how you give it up. It's going to vary. But the one thing that's going to stay consistent and stay the same is Geo is going to have structure and order. She's here for us. She's offering her help, her service, her networking, her community, her tribe, and at a very reasonable price. Not a lot of people are willing to do that. So I appreciate her. I appreciate Team Build as a whole. I'm so thankful to have Kim across her. Even though we had that situation, that is so water under the bridge, honey. Because I'm like, I could have ran my mouth and trampled on my blessing. And I'm so glad that didn't happen. And I'm so glad we can laugh about it now because, honey, I remember Jill was getting perky with me. And I was like, now, wait a minute. Who's she talking to?
Hey, Patty, that's what I said. I said, who she
I
talking
know. I could tell. Jill wasn't going to play with me. I was like, okay, I think I got me a hot one on my hands here. I got to get ready for her. Oh, I'm so glad it didn't go that way. I'm so glad it didn't go that way because I swear to you, we are like family. We are like family. I love her. I'm grateful for her. I appreciate her. We're not just on YouTube together. We chit chat off of YouTube. She has given me sound advice, both personally as well as business wise. And I like to think likewise, I have done the same for her. So it has just been a true blessing. I'm thankful to be here. And that is my piece, y'all.
Yeah.
That is my piece.
What can I say? And the thing was, I liked Pandy. You know.
I liked you too. I was like, why is she coming at me? This person is lying.
But you know what? I just went back. I just said, no. What would my mentor do? So I just explained to you, what it was and what I was trying to do. I was really trying to protect you.
Mm-hmm. You really was. And I can see that now looking back because at that time, there was so much that we didn't know was going on that we know now.
Yeah.
So it just was, and then me being so green, whereas you all probably had an upper hand on how to conduct yourself on social media. I was brand new to everything, and I was so not trusting of people on the internet because I did have a bad experience with somebody who I thought was a social media friend. And so I just assumed everybody was out to get me. I was just like on edge.
But
I was like,
I always say God knows who to bring in your life. Okay. And that is one of the things here at Team Build with Geo. We are a family here. We ain't trying to hurt each other and make no videos and all of that. If you decide that you need to make a video about Geo and it ain't nice, you will know that you will be blocked. Not only from Team Build with Geo, but from everything in my life, because I do not play that. When you can call me on Instagram and we can discuss the situation. It doesn't, I am a grown woman. I have been to therapy for 5 years. I am healthy in my thinking and I don't put nobody down. I am here to do what God has told me to do, and that's to help people. That's all I'm here to do. I'm not trying to hurt you or nothing. This is why Team Build is so successful and our members stay and we help one another is because we are all on the same page. Okay? If I was that kind of messy leader, I would not have Team Build with Geo. I do not discriminate. You don't follow the rules. I will have to get you an Instagram. Say, hey, what's up? You know, did you know this, and this? Some people say, no, I didn't know. You know, I'm not the type of leader to just come out shooting. No. I'm going to ask you what's going on, you know, or did you know this, and that? So when you come into Team Build, you're going to be coming into a healthy team where we don't start no mess with each other. We really help one another. We play each other's playlists to help us get monetized quickly, along with you doing the things that you need to do. And that's what we do. We like each other's videos. We do what we have to do. You know, I as a leader here at Team Build, I keep up with all the updates and tell y'all don't do this, don't do that. Please be original in your content. Don't use nobody else's content, because back in the day, we could get away with it. But today, they're going to hit you with reused content. You know, and that's how I lost my channel. Demonetized Boss Life Online, because they went back 3, 4, 5 years and got me. Okay? But back in the day, I had that on my channel when I got monetized. But now it's certain things you cannot put on your channel, okay, if it's not your work. So make sure that everything on your channel is original. Because if it ain't, baby, you're going to run the risk, okay, of being demonetized. And if some people want to get mad and say, it's YouTube fault. No, because YouTube just sent out 1,500 letters. And it's in the community about all the changes. Keep up with the changes, okay, so that you don't make the mistakes. But the best thing to do, even if you do not read the community guidelines, if you do this one thing, you'll probably be okay. And that is be original with your work. Okay, if you want to come into Team Build with Geo and join our family, it is $1.99 on the first level, and you can come in on any level. And we have 2 playlist teams to help people get monetized. We have a 6-hour team that's only on Instagram, and then we have our 50-hour team that we meet every Friday at 8:30 for 30 minutes to get playlist buddies, okay? We network with each other. We collaborate with each other. Now, when people think about playlists, listen to me real good when I explain this. We call it the 50-hour playlist. That does not mean you're going to get 50 hours. Because each video within a playlist has its own set of watch hours. We just call it that so that we can get as much watch time as we can without just, playing a whole ton of videos, okay? Because I found out that YouTube don't like it when we used to play that 5-day video. They think that you're not really watching something that long, okay? So we cut it back down to 50 hours, which is more reasonable. And then I had people in here that worked and they could not come on a Friday night. And that's why I started the 6-hour group. And a lot of them didn't have a lot of time because they're wife, their mother, pastors, CEOs and all of this here stuff. So they needed a shorter version of what we do for the 50 hours. So that is why I started the 6-hour team. So we can accommodate you if you want to join Team Build with Geo. Just come on in. All you have to do is hit that join button as a channel member. Now, once Boss Life Online, my first channel, got demonetized because of reused content and repurposed content. Reuse content is when the same file is being used over and over and over and over and over and over by millions of content creators. It confuses the audience. Okay, and it's not your work. That's reuse content. Repurposed content is when you have the same videos on different channels. Okay, I had my crazy self, and I don't know why I did it. I put all my blog. I opened up a blog channel, Geo's Blogs, and I put all the blogs that was on Boss Life Online on Geo's Blogs, but I left them on Boss Life Online. Guess what? That's repurposed content. They got me for that. And so I was like, what? Okay. Another thing that you need to know, and I'm just going to tell you this, is keep up with that copyright section in your back office. Because if you don't know who done copied your stuff. I mean, that's why they have it back there. They have it back there to catch you with other stuff too. Okay, like if you got 3 channels and you got the same videos on that, you trying to get paid from AdSense, yeah, that's going to come in your back office. Okay, that's why I don't do no destination streaming, because I had that in my back office and I could not get monetized until I deleted it. I'm not telling nobody that they can't do it. I'm just telling you my story, because my story ain't going to change, baby. And I ain't doing that. All right. But when I went and really looked at that copyright section back there, if you have something back there and they telling you that somebody else have it too, you got to go look to see who had it first. Because most people, if they had it first, they ain't finna delete it. And then guess what? You the one might get the repurpose strike, and not it's not a strike, but it's against the community guidelines is what it is. So make sure you're back there. Now, a lot of people just want to archive stuff back there. You cannot you can archive it, but you still got to do something about it, Stephanie. You know, you just can't put it in archive and say, oh, yeah, I know it. I told them they could use it. No, ma'am. You got archive means you holding it there until you can make a decision to do something about it. I had no idea, y'all. I'm telling y'all what all of that meant. I really went and read this stuff. And I'm like, no wonder I can't get monetized. I got repurposed content. Once I got rid of all of that, fixed my channel up, fixed my about page up, guess what? I got monetized. But if you do not know these things and you keep saying, I keep applying, but I can't get monetized, it's something on your channel that that's not supposed to be there. So that is how come I'm so glad for Team Build with Geo, because we have a lot of people on our team that's just as knowledgeable as I am. And see, I can tell you something. I surround myself with knowledgeable people because I don't know everything. But if I bring something to my team, guess what? We gonna work it out. Somebody knows something in Team Build with Geo, and we get right on it. And if I really don't know, I go and ask the assistants in the back office. Then I come back and report it to the team. That is how I run Team Build with Geo. It's just not my team. I'm on the team too. You know, I'm on this team too. I want to win too. So this is why we're such a successful team, because we all on the same page and we all have dreams and goals and we want to win. Okay? That is what Team Build with Geo is all about. And we just have fun. And we're meeting in Las Vegas in 2026. All of those that want to come. And I'm going to definitely be there playing me some casino bulls. Okay? All right, guys. We have come to the end of this open panel. I hope that, people would get something out of it. I want to thank Stephanie and Pandy for coming up, sharing their story. Just y'all, and for the people on the replay, thank you for the replay. Thank you. I'll be doing this probably every 2 weeks. We'll just talk about whatever subject I come up with or whatever you guys want to. So with that said, thank you, Rochelle, for coming out. Rochelle is a great friend of mine. Thank you so
Excuse
much.
me. Can
Who
y'all
said-
please pray for me?
Oh, what you say?
Wait, I just got an alert. We got a weather alert saying that we can get thunderstorm with 80-mile-an-hour winds.
Oh, wow. In your area?
Yeah, we don't get that. What is that?
Girl, this weather crazy.
Oh my God.
Well, what
Okay.
you know, just
I just wanted to y'all say some prayers. If y'all don't
Oh, yeah,
see me in the
we'll pray
morning,
for y'all.
SOS.
I know, girl. We get them all the time. We used to it down here in Texas. All kind of stuff happen. Pandy, thanks for coming. Stephanie, thanks. Who else was here? We had a new person that was in here.
Let me plug in my
I
stuff.
forget, Vivian. Was it Vivian? What was her name?
Vision. It was
Miss
Vision.
Key
something.
Kitchen was here. I know. I can't think of the other lady's name, but she kind of been around. Oh, Vision of Love. No, Vision Love 6497. She kind of been leaving me messages, so I hope that she come on in and let's get this party started. Okay. With that said, I'm going to play our new theme song for Team Bill with Gio. And I will see you guys later. Let's see which one it is. I believe it's this one.
We're a team, strong and true. We got channel membership, networking, building hand in hand, giving support across the land. Team build with Geo, we rise above, we get monetized to stay monetized. It's a visual moment on live streams we share. Collaborate, support, showing how much we care. For those who wonder, lose their way, the jackhole's waiting, come what may. But loyal and united, we stand as one. Team build with Geo, our work is never done. Team build with Geo, we rise above, we get monetized to stay monetized. Inspirational moments on live streams we share. Collaborate, support, showing how much we care. We're family, loyal and bright. Team built with Geo, we are a shining light.
Good night, everybody. And may God shine his love throughout your life. Bye-bye.